Cheers, mate.
Who wants to start? Yeah?
Yeah, it was sort of frustrating. 20 minutes, we sort of blew you away, and after that, you were in the game pretty much all the way.
Yeah, I wasn't really. Yeah, sorry. Let's get that to. Got it. Yeah. No, I wasn't really disappointed with the performance as such for the first 20. More the first goal, because we'd organised ourselves to be in a low block sometimes and get numbers around Saka and get numbers around Martinelli in those situations, and then try and be aggressive and go man for man in others. And we're perfectly in shape. Ball goes to Saka. We've got 3 or 4 bodies around him, and he still manages to find a way of wriggling through. So, and then slightly hesitant defending in the penalty area. Obviously, the way the game is at the moment, easy to give sort of penalties away. So maybe understandable, but slightly hesitant defending from sort of Dorse around Saka. So the first goal was disappointing because something that we'd prepped for and worked hard on and was avoidable. And then the second goal was firstly brilliant from Arsenal. I thought the speed on the 1-2 from Zinchenko and whoever else he combined with. But then we were in position to deal with a cutback, and one of the midfielders sort of drifted away from Odegaard and left him on his own. So, but apart from that, the game sort of looked how we'd prepped for it to look. We knew it would be tough. When you concede 2 goals, the place lifts, and Arsenal were on the front foot, and we struggled to control the ball and have any spell, but stuck together and was confident that they'd find their way and that the plan would work and we'd be able to sort of hold Arsenal in their tracks and try and find our way back into it. But yeah, I was pleased in general with what the lads gave, because 2-0 down here, as we saw on Wednesday night, can turn into a long 90 odd minutes for you. So the lads did well.
Gary, missing obviously quite a few big players that maybe would start this game. How much of an impact that make on your planning for the game as well coming into it?
But I think it would be wrong of me. It would be disrespectful of me to talk about the ones that aren't here, because all I ask of the group always is that we judge ourselves against us and what we can produce. And the lads gave absolutely everything today, and I can sign up for that if that's what they're going to give, and we give our best, and that was as good as we could give today. We make some small errors. So did Arsenal. Arsenal made an error for our goal. We made a couple. That's part and parcel. But in terms of giving our best and the lads sticking together and being fully committed and trying to execute the game plan, they got a well done from me. Of course, we don't get anything from that points wise, but hopefully the boys that played take a lot from it. I don't think too many teams will be here and have Arsenal sort of nervously defending a 1-goal lead with 6-7 minutes to go and putting balls in the box and VAR checks for handball, and so we managed to stay in the game and create a fairly nervous ending for them.
2 goals in 2 games for Matheus Cunha as well in the Premier League this season. Positive to see him finding his feet in front of goal. He's done a lot of work on him getting to the right areas.
Yeah, excellent goal, and I thought his performance was very good today. I thought obviously we had a few regular starters missing and a couple of senior ones, and for one for Matheus to step up today. Is some players that have not played very much, and Matheus needed to step up and give a sort of leader's performance, and I thought he did that very well. I thought he tried to drag the team back into things, tried to get on the ball, took responsibility, tried to stick to the plan, which is not always easy for him. Tried to stick to the plan, and scored a wonderful goal off his left foot. So really pleased, and need to get him rested and recovered and ready to go again on Tuesday.
How's Jose started? It seems to be a back issue.
Yeah, back tightened up. I think it was the second goal. He sort of landed awkwardly, and it shouldn't be serious. I mean, he was struggling to kick the ball, so obviously didn't really want defenders taking goal kicks, and Arsenal were aggressive and they force you back to the goalie quite a bit, so he needed to be able to use his feet. So we could probably have sort of got him through it at a certain level, but best to take him off. And big mention to Bence as well. I thought he was excellent. Made some big saves. Difficult job as a number 2. You haven't played for ages and get thrown in at the highest level and have to perform. So did very, very well. But yeah, I don't envisage too many problems with Jose being available for Tuesday.
No Johnny as well as an injury issue.
Yeah, it was just Johnny wasn't available for today. So yeah, the squad was sort of everyone we had available. So yeah, no Johnny today.
Was that an injury or was that him?
No, yeah, Johnny just wasn't available. I mean, I'd rather talk about the players that were here today. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of time to discuss the others when they're back involved, or but prefer to concentrate on the lads that were involved. The subs that came on, thought Pablo had a good impact. Thought who else came on? Doc did very well. Hugo obviously back from his absence for 6 or 7 weeks and couldn't last the full 90, so we were always going to have to change Hugo. Doc came in and did a very good job as well. Need to try and utilise Sasha better when he comes on, and Sasha needs to try and understand his role in it a little bit and try and create some positive momentum for us. But yeah, I thought everyone, starters, subs, young lads that travelled as well, everyone played a part in giving as good as we could today, and we came up slightly short.
Just finally, to when almost Quinlan as well, so the goal changed things. Safe to say you'll be getting an opportunity fairly soon. I think you want to see him react to an in-game situation. Is that right?
Yeah, I do, but at the right time, so it might be that he has to wait for his opportunity. Just because he was close today doesn't mean he'll be close on Tuesday. There's situations that can change things. We'll have some key players back on Tuesday, hopefully. But yeah, it shows how well he's done, that he was in my thinking at that moment. So yeah, he's doing very well, and yeah, he needs to keep working hard in training, keep training with the first team, which will help him get to the level. And I'm sure you guys will get to see him play in a first team game fairly shortly. Okay.
You seem to have a conversation with the ref at the end. Was there anything?
No, I thought his performance was very good. I thought like decision making wise, very good. Just a slight disappointment from me around sort of the added time, not the amount that was put up. More, there was a lengthy stoppage in there, and they told us we'd go to 98, but then Arsenal took 45 seconds over at least. Three free kicks they had. So just felt they could have managed the time better for us, and we could have got all the allotted time. I think the ball was out of play for so much of that sort of last 6 minutes that we got. I felt some should have been added on, and sometimes you don't expect Arsenal to be time wasting, but I'm sure if we'd have taken as long over some of the throws and some of the restarts, then away at the Emirates we'd have been receiving yellow cards. So yeah, it was just after the time that we felt we should have had, and no criticism of Arsenal. If it was me, I'd have had my team taking their time at that moment as well, but felt to only get to 98.5 when it was already going to be 98 was probably a bit short of where it should have been. That was all.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.